Hey everyone, it's Bobby from Decoding here, and in today's video I'm just going to round off a playlist that I put together some time ago, which was the playlist was called Building and Launching a Real Django Project, and there's about 30 videos I put together, and we walked through from a blank canvas all the way through to a website that's been launched, and it's called Diddemo.com, which is online now. Now, I've said it in the last video of that playlist, link to which is just up here by the way, that I would be building out some more features and we'll be adding it to the website in the coming weeks and months. So I'm just going to introduce a new playlist, which is just up here, and that is the Building a Reusable App in Django 3.2. So what I want to do is I want to build an app that we can incorporate and integrate into the Diddemo code base to manage newsletter subscriptions. Seems easy, right? Well, it is. It's not too difficult to code. But what I want to do is I want to have the code and the functions to allow us to have users subscribe to a newsletter and unsubscribe as and when they see fit, and give reasons why and everything else. So it won't be doing too much, but it'll be a helpful little piece of code that we can not only use in the Diddemo code base, but like I say, we can package it up and we can then install it using pip in other projects. And indeed, anyone can install it using the pip library. So that's what we're going to do in the playlist called Building a Reusable App in Django 3.2. So before I close off this video, that's what all I wanted to do. I wanted to close off one playlist and introduce another one. But before I do that, it's just a little bit of code that I've done in the code base that I think you need to see before we round it off, just in case we'll jump into the new playlist and you'll be wondering how I've done certain things. So in the main directory, so this is the directory that we're playing around with called Diddemo, and if we look in views, we are the media view is now a list view. So we're using list view. We've imported it from Django views.generic.list, and the list view allows us to render a list of objects in a template. But not only that, this view allows us to use a variable called paginate by. Now, if you're not familiar with pagination, it allows you to display, let's say in this case, 10 objects on one page, and then it'll have some options at the bottom of the page that allows you to flick through pages. So page 2 would be videos number 11 to 20, and then it'll be 21 to 30, and so on and so forth till you get to the end of the objects, which is really helpful. You see it on loads of websites. Some websites also have load more, but in this tutorial I'm just doing pagination. So what I like about list view is you can get that result, so pagination and displaying list objects in a template with, what have we got here, 6 lines of code. And in fact, we don't really need this get context data. That's just a hangover from up here. We could actually achieve that view and all of that functionality in the templates just with 3 lines of code. So I'm telling this view, media view, what the template is, so it's main media, the model that we want to display, which is media in this case. Media is the model that we're using to store all the videos on YouTube or from YouTube. And paginate by, so I want to just see 10 videos per page. That's all you've got to do. If you were to use a function-based view and you were to import the pagination libraries from Django, you would need a lot more code than that. Okay, so that's why I use it. So when I now go into the templates and go into main and go into media, you can see here that for M, so that's what I'm calling the variable when I'm looping through in page object. Okay, so that's how you access the object in the template itself. And then we're looping through, and this is what's displaying in the media page. We don't necessarily need to go through that. But then we've got this piece here, this piece of code here. So if page object has previous, so if it's got a previous page, then it will display and it will render out a little click button. So you'll have a button that will allow you to go to the first page. It'll have a button that will allow you to go to the last page. And then you've got, it renders out the page number that you're currently on, and then it says if the page object has a next. So if it's got a next page, then it has a button also. So it's really, really helpful stuff. So I've added a list view, I've added that to the media.html page, and then what have we got? We then added a line of code to the API itself. So we're going to jobs. I didn't realize that, I knew that the playlist items had a maximum results of 50, but I didn't realize that the videos API also had a maximum of 50. So I needed to add this line of code here, which is basically list comprehension, which is creating a list, multiple lists of 50 in a list. And then when we loop through that list of lists. Okay, so that's what I added into the jobs.py. So that allows us now to get all of the videos from the playlists. And lastly, just looking at my notes here, I added a couple of fields to a model. I also I pulled from the statistics. So we added statistics to, where am I looking? So we've got content detail, snippets, play, and statistics. So from statistics, we're pulling out the like count and the video and the view count. So we can actually add that to the database as well. So if we go into models, you can see here that in media, I have added the image field, models.url field, and I have added views and likes as well. So, and what else? The formatted title. Have I got a formatted title? No, so added to context processors. So that's all I've done in the models, so the media models, and then I've gone into context processors, and I've also then added, is that in here? Or is that in my, sorry, that is in my template tags. And there we go. So I've created a template tag called format string, and this allows me to shorten down the name of each of the video titles to a manageable format so that it renders well in a template. Otherwise, you'll get some that have got titles of, let's say, 150 characters, some with 20, some with 30, some with 50. And when that renders, depending on the size of the screen, some of the elements are a lot higher, or a lot taller than others, a lot higher than others, and it just doesn't look right. So rather than having a random amount of characters in the title, I'm just formatting it, and it looks so much better. So I've added this and I've registered that template tag. But that's all the changes that I've made. So I won't waste your time. This video's been going on for 7 minutes now. I won't waste any more of your time. I'm rounding off that playlist that I was talking about, building and launching a real Django project. The website Diddemo is live, and the new playlist, which is building a reusable app, is about to go live, and the next video will be setting up the project. So in Diddemo, we'll be starting a new app. We'll be calling that newsletter. We'll be building template tags. We'll be building HTML templates, views, URLs, and we'll be building out that app so that we can use it in this project and it'll work lovely. But then what we'll be doing, we'll be pulling it out of the project, we'll be packaging it up and then pip installing it. Beauty is, if it does work, which it will do, it means that it will work in this app that we're in now, Diddemo, but it will also be reusable, and I can use it on any project that I'm working on, and indeed you'll be able to use it too, because you'll be able to install it using pip. Brilliant. That's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been informative. If you are feeling generous, then there's a link to our Patreon page and a link in the description below. Please subscribe, please like, and please share this content. It's a massive, massive help. I enjoyed making the video. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.